Hi guys, welcome back to Exhibit. We are hoping you're all safe and staying indoors. If you're new to our channel, my name is Munzala and I review some really cool gadgets out here. So please show some love and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and like and share my videos. Also, you can comment down below on what gadgets you want me to review next. By the title, you already know what we're gonna do today. So I have the latest offering by OnePlus, their mid-range smartphone, that's the OnePlus Nord. And you might have already seen a lot of review videos of the Nord, so I'm not going to do that today. But I'm going to do something very different, and I'm going to compare the Nord with two of my primary devices and show you which one is better. So I have the OnePlus 8 with me, and I have the Samsung A50s with me today. But you might ask, why did I choose A50s? It's because it comes at a fairly similar price point and has similar specs. So let's first unbox this Nord, which I'm really excited about. So let's go. Now let me quickly take you through the specifications of the Nord. The variant we have is the 12GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. The processor is Snapdragon 765G and the OS is Oxygen OS 10.5 based on Android 10. At the back, as you can see, it has a quad camera setup with a primary sensor of 48 megapixel, that's Sony IMX586. And the variant that we have is called the Black Onyx. Now let's see how does this Nord perform against the A50s and the OnePlus 8.
Firstly, let's talk about the look and feel of these phones. The OnePlus Nord and the OnePlus 8 have same buttons, that is the volume rockers, power and an alert slider. But one point to note over here is that the Nord has a plastic mid-frame which can be a downer for some people, but it does have a glass back similar to the 8 and feels pretty solid in the hand. On the other hand, the Samsung A50s also has the usual two buttons, volume rockers and power button, but the complete rear panel is made up of plastic, which is frankly a disappointment. Coming to the display, the OnePlus 8 has curved edges, whereas both the Nord and the A50s have flat displays. OnePlus has got a lot of feature carryover from the 8 to the Nord, and among them is the Fluid AMOLED display and 90Hz of refresh rate. The A50s also has an AMOLED display, but Samsung hasn't stated the refresh rate of the A50s anywhere, but it's definitely lower than 90Hz. Both the Nord and the A50s have the same screen size of 6.4 inches, whereas the 8 has a slightly bigger screen size of 6.55 inch. I really enjoy the bigger screen and curved edges of the OnePlus 8, so we give a point here to the OnePlus 8. Coming to the bottom, all three of them have the USB-C charging port and a single downward firing speaker. I really want to give a point here to the A50s, which has a 3.5mm headphone jack that the Nord and the OnePlus 8 lack. Another point here to the OnePlus 8 for having Dolby Atmos sound support, which is really amazing to experience when you're binge watching your favorite series or prefer to listen to your music without your headphones. The OnePlus 8 and Nord both support 30 watt of fast charging, which leaves behind the A50s with only 15 watt of fast charging support. So another point here to the Nord and the 8 both for this. Coming to the processor, clearly without any comparison, the point goes to OnePlus 8 for having the latest and the greatest processor, the Snapdragon 865, which is considerably more powerful than the 765G in the OnePlus Nord and the Exynos 9611 chipset in the A50s. In day-to-day usage, you wouldn't notice much of a difference in performing the regular tasks. Both the A50s and the Nord run smoothly, but it does make a difference while gaming. Another point of comparison is the cameras, and as OnePlus says, the camera setup has been extracted from the OnePlus 8 and given to the Nord. They both have a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 primary sensor with OIS and EIS support, followed by a 16 megapixel ultra-wide angle camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, and as you'd expect, they take nearly identical shots. On the Nord, there's a fourth depth sensor that doesn't really do much to improve your shots. It's more so that OnePlus can brand the Nord as a quad camera phone. You also get an additional selfie camera in the Nord that can take ultra wide angle selfies, making it easier to take group shots. But it's not that many of us will be doing for a while. On the other hand, the A50s also has a triple camera setup with a 48 megapixel primary sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and on the front it sports a 32 megapixel selfie camera. The image quality of the Nord is better than the A50s, but not at par with the OnePlus 8 because there's a difference in their processors, and that does have an impact on how these phones handle the final image. But it's pretty clear that Nord is significantly better value for money in terms of camera than the OnePlus 8 and better than A50s in terms of image quality.
So guys, it's a pretty easy recommendation to go for the OnePlus Nord simply because it has the exact same DNA of the OnePlus 8 that makes it such a great phone. Plus, you get the exact same 5G connectivity at a fraction of its cost. But if you want to splurge your money and want a better software experience, you can consider the OnePlus 8 or even the pricier option, the 8 Pro. But you can also wait for Google to launch the Pixel 4a and then decide for yourself. So guys, that's it for today. We hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and share our video, and also you can leave a comment below on which phone you like and which one would you buy. Until then, goodbye.